Hi, you are tuned in again with your favorite witchy medium. And believe it or not, so this is a crazy story. I'm not a really big Irv Gotti fan. To the point where I don't even really know his real name. I just know him as Irv Gotti because I know him from being a super producer and producing a lot of hits for J Lo. Also for people like Ashanti mostly, Ja Rule and things of that nature, Murder Inc., right? And last night I'm driving Uber and he comes to me and he says, "Hi, this is Herb Gotti." And I'm like, "What? Like, why would you come visit me?" Which is weird. But then also he says, "I want you to write down the next five people's names that you pick up on Uber, and I want you to relate it to my death or what happened with me, right?" And then from what we hearing, he died of diabetes complications, but it's giving something else more sinister. Okay, for whatever reason. The names that I got are Karen, Kent, Daryl, spelled Darryl, DeAndre, and Tori. The person's name is short for Tori. I don't know what their, because that's the person saved their name on my Uber account as Tori. Does that make sense? But it wasn't any particular it's short, in other words. It was a nickname. Okay, so I'm about to channel him and see what's going on, Herb Gotti, because you clearly want to reach out to me. He just want me to put this message out, okay? So we're gonna see what we gotta say. And I'm very excited and interested in what he has to say. Because I felt like the uncanny timing of his death with Ashanti and Nelly getting back together and him having an infatuation with Ashanti is what my spiny senses are picking up. No shade, Ashanti and Nelly. I know, I know you don't have anything to do with this, but at the end of the day, it could make somebody, if they're infatuated with someone, health turn for the worse. Okay. I remember Ashanti having a interview, I believe, with Angie Martinez and saying something of the likes that he would kill her. He would like to unalive her if he could. That was deep. Okay, when you start mentioning murder with love, that's an obsession. You know what I mean? So we're about to really get down to the bottom of this and find out what's going on since he wanted to talk to me. Okay. All right, Herb Gotti. I still didn't even go to look up his real first name or last name, but I will leave it in the chat. Or in the description, sorry, in the chat. Oh, I'm just doing Twitch. But I will leave it in the description, okay? All right, cool. So, let's see what the news is behind this, Argati. What do you want to tell us? What happened? What happened to your death? What's the connection with your death and these five people's name? Karen, Kent, Daryl, DeAndre, and Tori, short for another name. Okay, what's going on, Argati? What do you want to tell us? Okay, we got squad. We got love bombing, personal gain. Okay, got for personal gain at the bottom. So I'm only gonna go with, from what it's looking like in the storytelling, one sentence from each card. So this I got, it's a close friend, close friends, multiple people who did this for personal gain. What else, Herb Gotti? What else? Mm, I got crow. The word crow, like somebody that eats off of somebody's flesh. Crow came to my name. I got a masculine. This is some type of man. Toxic masculinity involved in this. What else, Herb Gotti? What else do you want to tell us? Concerning some type of legal paperwork. What else you want to tell us? Another person that's involved with romance with him as well. So a friend. Remember, it's close friends with an S. Okay. And lastly, what else that you want to tell us, Earth Gotti? What happened with your death? Why did you die? What happened? What was the cause of your death? What was the cause? Wow. We do know it had something to do with diabetes, overindulgence. Okay. Those who know what happens with diabetes, you intake too much sugar and it messes with your insulin. Doing too much excessive overindulgence supersize. So he does admit that his health also did take a place. But it went bad mainly for what I'm getting from this is people seeing his health declining, did nothing about it, did not try to step in or help him with anything like that, offered him food. Yeah. So if you ever told somebody, hey, I'm diabetic or I'm pre diabetic, and they always want to offer you candy, that part, that part. So I could feel him on this because I know somebody like that. Okay. That's why he came to talk to me about it. Okay. I heard you. All right. With that being said, he wants to reconsole with Ashanti. He wants to let Ashanti know that something about giving her roses, letting her smell the roses while she's alive. He wants to reconsole and have some type of peace with you behind whatever it is that y'all had. Let's go to the vibes. Clarify close friends. Who's this? What's going on with the close friends? Who's involved in this? Ooh, I got the apology. Insincere, rash, arrogant apology. So he feels like also during his death, there was a lot of fake people around. It was fake people coming to his funeral or whatever, however the situation is fake people involved, insecure, arrogant, insincere. Because these people fed him to death. They knew he was sick, never stepped in. There's some life insurance behind this as well. And he wasn't producing the way he used to produce them. So how do you know they say that you're better off dead than alive? If you see something and you do nothing, aren't you part of the problem? Or you offer more stuff that is part of the problem in the first place. Um, yeah, I bought you an 18 piece of wings with French fries and some devil cake on the side. That makes sense. Um, for personal gain, what's going on with the personal gain? Okay, it's not saying that somebody killed him. He's saying they didn't help. Nobody stepped in to help. You know, what a waste of talent. He says, what a waste of talent. Nobody came to help me. He wished he would have got a second chance to get his health together. He felt like he um went fast too quick. He wished he would have had a second chance. I know why he chose me now. Who's this masculine person? Doesn't forgive some manly figure, some male figure. He wants to let you know he doesn't forgive you. This person wanted to know if Gotti would forgive him. He wants me to let you know that he does not forgive you. Legal matters. What's up with the legal matters? What's up with the legal matters? Come clarify legal matters, Gotti. Oh, I did get the deception came out. Yeah, I did get that. Let me see. Okay. Let me see it again. Clarify legal matters. Clarify legal mat. I tried to look for it. It came out again. Deception, concealing, hiding. He was worth more than people think he is. There was some hidden money. He had money hidden. This person knew about it. They fed him to death. This is something similar that's going on with my dad right now. And I hate to say that. Like, there were people in my family that knew that my dad would just sit down for days and days and days and hours at a time, and nobody would take him out because he caught seizures and nobody wanted to deal with it. And they just let him sit there. Now he can't get up. So if you don't fix the problem, you're what? Part of the problem. My dad is in Florida. I live in Atlanta. I don't think it ever dawned on me to be like, Dad, just come stay with me. I'll take you out. I'll take you for walks. But he was the type that never really wanted to go out. But I remember going to visit him back in like 2013 and 2012 before it got this bad. And he said, you know what, Donna? Nobody ever wants to take me anywhere. And it just, you know how life moves so fast, you're not even thinking about it. You're not even like, what? Like, just come stay with me. I'll take it. But my dad, even now, he doesn't want to come out of his house. Right. So if I was to even be like, come stay with me in Atlanta, he would still be like, no, to no avail. So it wouldn't make a difference if I wanted to step in or not. The only thing that he was basically saying is, I want you to reroute and come stay with me in Florida. But Florida just wasn't my calling. And as an adult, we get to choose where we want to stay. You know what I mean? But now I'm sort of regretting it because of the condition that he's in. And this is the same thing with Gotti. There were fake people around. There's hidden money. There's hidden money that they knew about. And he kept this stash for a reason. So he didn't keep all his money in the bank. Just so y'all know. And it's a male, a toxic masculinity involved in this. This is a male. He does not accept your apology for this. But it's multiple people that even close friends. I remember him even doing a interview on Drink Champs. And he had mentioned that he was actually suffering from this quote unquote I don't know why I feel like I want to do my makeup right now. It's okay. I'll talk to y'all why I do it. And I don't know why he did the Drink Champs and I seen it, and he mentioned that he was going through this uh pre-diabetes situation, or no, diabetic, and he was telling the world that he had it. And then I forgot who asked. I think it was Nori. Somebody asked him like, "What are you doing about it, though?" Right? And the crazy part about it is, he said nothing. And even after that, nobody stepped in. Even after crying to the world, nobody stepped in, because that's when somebody should have been able to do an intervention and said, what do you mean you're not doing nothing about it? We need to check your sugar. We need to get you on metformin. We need to do some fasting. We need to do some holistic matters. Nobody did anything about it. People just laughed. They laughed him all the way to the grave. And that's why he feel like he wish he had a second chance, because he wished that he would have done something about this, because he wasn't ready to go. Okay. As brave as he seemed, he just wasn't ready to go. Okay, just know that he was not ready to go. This is literally what I wear. What I wear every day too. I don't even wear a lot of makeup, which is crazy. Like what y'all see me putting on is what I wear every day. Like I do not wear. I'm not a big. I don't need a lot of makeup. Like there's some people that need a lot of makeup. But yeah, this is the. I don't know what made me getting ready to just start doing my makeup. I never did this on any other of my. But I don't know. I feel like it's making me relax as I'm channeling into him. Makes me want to treat myself better. You know what I mean? Seeing what people deal with, what they allow, who sits back and watches you. That's why it's really scary to have life insurance for your family. Because believe it or not, if they're going through a financial struggle and you have a certain amount of money available to them, you'd be surprised on the help that you won't get. They'll watch you die. They'll watch you die. Not, they won't kill you, but not helping is just as lethal as murdering you. That's what the topic, that's what the that's what the title of this video is gonna be. IRV GOTTI. I'm gonna go for more so like IRV GOTTI, his murder, aided close friends. Something like that. I'm gonna get the title together though. But this is gonna be good. Okay. So now who's this romantic partner? Courtship, constantly dating. I think he said like in his head he was like constantly dating Ashanti. He just could not get over this girl. That's why he never really, you know what I mean, moved on. Because he was in his head, he was always dating her. Untapped talents. You know, he always felt like they could have went further. I don't think this is a new person. This is Ashanti. He was even in death. I think that that was the last person that he thought about before he left. Yep, it wasn't his kids, it wasn't his mother, it wasn't his significant other, it wasn't his recent, it was Ashanti he thought about when he left. And we already know what the self indulgence is about. That's the diabetes that overall wind up taking his life. What do you want to say to Ashanti? What do you want to say to Ashanti? IRV GOTTI from the. What do you want to say? And he has not he has not been reincarnated yet. He's still he's not ready to be reincarnated. He hasn't gone to the light yet. So for those who are hearing him, seeing him, for instance, like mediums like me, that's because he has not gone on to the light yet. I'm going to try to usher him to the light after this myself and see if I can, since he's here with me right now. Um, what do you want to say to Ashanti? What do you want to say to Ashanti on your way out of here, IRV GOTTI? Thank you for coming to see me. Like this woke me up. This resonates with me, especially I'm pre-diabetic, so lighthearted, adapt, finding out change. Things are coming to light and heal. Okay, so he sends you love and light. Roses too. I got roses. That's where I got that from. Ooh, love. He still loves you. Have faith. Love is coming. Surprise. Struck by love. He still loves you, Ashanti. This man is obsessed with you. It's an obsession type, like how you own something. Like I'm not getting like romantic love. I'm getting like you're mine. I own you. Okay. Anything else you want to tell Ashanti? Anything else you want to tell Ashanti? He says, you were my twin flame. You taught him a lesson of some sort, but you were also the runner. Okay. He was happy to have a moment, whatever the moment was, with you and talking to you, emailing you. You guys had some type of conversation, but he had to ascend. He had to ascend. Seduction, mirroring each other. Like when Ashanti, when you separated from IRV Gotti, you took a lot of his attributes with you. That's why you laugh like that. That little laugh you got, that's IRV Gotti's laugh. There's a lot of things that you took from him energetically. Of course, he feels like you backstabbed him because, with the whole Nelly situation. Um, but you will always be his true love, the one that got away, the one that he wanted to marry. And he still feels like you're gaslighting Nelly and you're hiding your true feelings, like he is your true love, but it's vice versa. Um, Even in the afterlife, this man is very much still in love, still obsessed with you, still thinks about you. Is not, ascended, yes, out of his body, but is still stuck in between worlds. He's not ready to move on. And there's another thing that I got, and I hope you're ready for this. Okay. So even though I said that he did not go to the light, what I got was that he definitely did. That's what I thought. So what he actually told me, and this was last night, and that's why it's all coming back to me, was that new baby that Ashanti just had, he was reincarnated into that baby. Clock that T. And the obsession of him being so obsessed with her that he would use her unborn baby to ascend and reincarnate himself, right? So follow the story. Because what's going to happen is Ashanti is going to realize this baby says stuff that Gotti used to say. This baby loves music, even though the dad and the mom is in music, but not in the way of performing, in the way of producing. The baby is going to say and do things and give signs that's going to let Ashanti know this is IRV Gotti. IRV Gotti has basically reincarnated in my child. Wow. That's what he wanted me to let her know. And I'm going to have to personally send her this message that he is actually, I won't say have the last laugh, but he finally got that love from you that you wouldn't give him because he'd rather settle for some type of love, even if it's motherly love, to get the love that you didn't give him. Wow. Wowzers. Okay. Full circle. Let's clarify that. Let's go to ascension. Because that's why I'm like, how can you ascend if you didn't ascend? That's because he did ascend. Transcending is on here. Transcending from where he was at into her womb. Now let's clarify that. Let's clarify it with the where did old IRV Gotti go? Where did IRV Gotti ascend to? And I got Scooter Foul. Where did IRV Gotti ascend to? Where did he ascend to? Give us some clues. Where did he ascend to? Bubbles and Truck. We're gonna find out how this. Where did he ascend to? Santa Barbara. Where did he ascend to? Where did he? Tree birthday. Okay, when a baby's born, they have a birthday. Just looking for signs. And comb, baby comb. Hmm. Okay, so he went through transitions, meaning that he was hanging around a while. I'm gonna have to check to see when did he pass away, and when was the baby born, because that could make sense why there's so many different transitions. Because he was around for a while. He was around for a while, like crazy part, like exploring, like moving around in people's cars, scooters. Before, where did you finally wind up at after you did all of this? So he basically roamed the earth because he was waiting a girl. A girl. Finally. Remember I said, where did you finally end up at? Into a girl. I don't even know if she had a girl or a boy. Anything else? I don't even know if she had a girl or a boy. I'm gonna find out after this video though. But that baby's soul is definitely IRV GOTTI. So Ashanti, you will see the signs. It's gonna freak you out. You're gonna be like, I can't get away from this nigga. Like, I can't. If it's a girl, she's gonna be a tomboy. If it's a guy, you know what I mean? He's gonna still have the attributes of the guy, but if it's a girl, she's gonna act like a tomboy, and you're gonna wonder why, or possibly even grow up to be a stud. And that's because this soul is IRV GOTTI's, which is of a male figure in the female body. That makes sense. Wow. Anything else you want to say on the way out, IRV GOTTI? Because it's like he said, I moved around all over the place before I settled. So he was roaming and moving around. Oh, money in a box. All I heard was money in a box. Okay, cool. So we got that. All right. So we got what you wanted to say to Ashanti. We got that out. I think he got out what he wanted to get out and let her know, clock that T. My soul's in your baby. I got the last laugh. I got your love. I will have your love forever, ever. Even if it doesn't work out between you and Nelly, I will be with you for the rest of your life and help you pass on as your child. Clock that T. Wow. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Now, where the names Cameron, Kent, Daryl, DeAndre, and Tori fall into, I do not know. Okay. Clarify supersize. What do you want to say about that? What's the news with that? You're gonna pull quite a few cards. We know this was the initial. Nobody didn't murder him, but people watched him die for financial gain somewhere down the way. They did nothing. He said the world did nothing, and he wished he would have got a second chance. But he's reincarnated in Ashanti's child. Clock that T. And I said what I said. And if she goes to speak to another medium, and she goes to get cards, it's the same thing's going to keep coming out. It's going to freak her out for the rest of her life. Know that. Okay? All right. That being said, supersize, clarify supersize. I mean, we know it's diabetic, but is there anything you want to clarify with this card? It's the last card. Is there anything you want to clarify with this? Is there anything you want to clarify with this? So many cards. Is there anything you want to clarify with this? Is there anything you want to clarify with this? Is there anything you want to clarify with this? He said, hey, he was living the moment. He went out how he wanted to go out. Okay, he was in the moment. He went out how he wanted to go out. He went out. He do wish he had more time, though. But he knew he was sick also, and he sat back and went for the ride. He went out how he wanted to go out. Okay? Which most people do. My dad, I could have told him, come with me to Atlanta, Dad. It wouldn't have mattered. Or even if I moved there. My dad went out how he wanted to go out. My dad is a couch potato. He likes to sit on the couch, have his tobacco, watch his little episodes or whatever, and lived a soft life because he was a veteran. So he got taken care of financially by the government. He was comfortable. He went out how he wanted to go out. Could I have done more? Yes. Could the whole family have done more? Yes. But even if we did step in, he wasn't moving from where he was at because he was already comfortable. He been doing that since I was a very little girl, sitting in his chair. I remember when I moved to him to Rochester, New York. I was 14. I'm 45 now, so do the math. He been sitting in that same chair. He gets up, washes up, sits in the chair, has his little food, watches the TV, probably walks around a little bit, does laundry, cleans the house, and then repeats. Okay, he was never a walker, and he's like 69 now. Right? Is there anything else you want to say? Because I got the answers. Yeah, a risky situation. Yeah. Same things keep coming out. Anything you want to say? We won't go to the next cards. Lastly, I don't think it's nothing else from these cards. Let's see what else you want to say about his diabetes situation here. Anything you want to say about awareness or anything message you want to put out about the diabetes situation? Okay, I say too many cards and one popped out. Blowing kisses, unconditional love, fearless. Okay, blowing kisses. He's leaving now. He's about to leave now. All right, from connecting with me. Blowing kisses to the family. Interesting how this nigga, it's like he was here and he wasn't here, and now he's in Ashanti's baby. This was a lot. So do the math as far as like heartbroken, deeply heartbroken. He blows kisses and he's heartbroken because he left so soon. Yeah. Anything else? This is the last card you can pull out. And then I'm gonna send you to the light with peace and love. Thank you for visiting me, IRV GOTTI. Ashanti, you got your hands full because this man went nowhere. This man went nowhere. This man went nowhere. He is with you right now. I wonder if any of my exes is gonna do this. Thank God, I don't think I'm in childbearing. Thank God I'm not in childbearing years anymore because I believe one of my exes will love to do that. Like, let you give birth to me and seek you to your end. Watch you pass away. Help you cross over. Watch you take your last breath. Wowzers. I have a lot of obsessive exes, for real. For real, for real, for real. Okay, yeah, that's the last thing. Unconditional love. So he says love and kisses. I think he said that a lot. I don't know. I don't know if you know. I don't know a guy like that, but only his family know that he's always said love and kisses. Sends love and kisses. Only y'all would know. And he wish he made better healthy choices. This fell out lastly. Oh, I want to say so. Okay. And he was in shock when he was actually transitioning. Wish he makes healthy choices. That's it. That is it, y'all. Thank you, everybody, for being able to tune in with me. I send you back to the light with love and light. I really do feel like Ashanti knows for a fact that this new baby that she has holds your soul. And it freaks her out. And is the older the child gets, the more she realizes this is IRV GOTTI. IRV GOTTI's soul, my twin flame, just would not leave. Hung around for a very long time. Okay, after he ascended, he hung around for a very long time. Okay, and was in trucks, cars, riding with the homies, visiting his friends, all types of stuff. That's why truck, scooter, all types of stuff. And it's gonna be friends that be like, "Wow, I was on a scooter and I just felt like he was like on the back of me," or I was driving and I thought about IRV GOTTI. I was driving and thought about IRV GOTTI, and I don't even know IRV GOTTI. But anyway, that's what came out. Thank you guys for tuning in. And Ashanti, you got your hands full because this man did not go nowhere. Okay. He came to get the love that you could not give him this time around. last time around. And now he's getting their love this time around with this new baby and loving every minute of it. Okay. And getting, the crazy part about it is he is going to give Nelly hell. So he's gonna be like really, really, really clingy to the mother and wants nothing to do with Nelly. Hence is why, and here it comes, Nelly wants nothing to do with the baby. You don't notice that he doesn't want to be with the baby, feed the baby, because Nelly knows, and Nelly has not professed to you and told you yet. I think this is Irv Gotti reincarnated. So that's why he wants nothing to do with the baby, because he feels like he feels it and he knows, and he's not going to tell you because he's probably going to think that you think he's crazy, but he knows that's Irv Gotti, and that's why you like on the show that you just had, Ashanti was like, "Why is it that when the baby cries, you act like you don't hear it?" And because he doesn't hear the baby, he doesn't want to hear the baby. He knows that's Irv Gotti's soul in there, because he is an empath. He's intuitive, and that's why he knew y'all was gonna get back together, and that's why he did what he did to you, because he knew y'all was going to be together. And when people like that, that's intuitive, know y'all gonna be together, they feel like, well, shit, this person ain't going nowhere, so I'm just gonna go, explore my royal oaks, and then come back when I'm ready to settle down. Okay, and that's exactly what happened. It played out exactly like he wanted to, because Nelly is in a dark empath. Now go to Chat GPT and put that in. It's worse than a narcissist. Dark empath. Okay, clock that team. Okay. So it is what it is. Shanti, you made your bed, you lay in it, you knew what you was dealing with. I mean, when he did what he did with Mrs. Jackson or whatever her name is, and then he came back to you. Irv Gotti took a trip up out of here and went right back into you, and that's where it stands at. And no, he's not gonna have nothing to do with this child, really. And he says, he was talking to his boys on some type of fucking I forgot what it was, some type of like trailer or something like that. And he was like, "Oh, when the baby starts walking, then yeah, the baby's gonna be with me all the time." Blah 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 blah. No, he's not. No, he's not. Because the older that child gets, and the more that motherfucker Nelly realizes that that's Irv Gotti, he ain't gonna want nothing to do with that child. Promise you. Because it's not about him disowning the child. It's about the energy that's coming off that child. Because it's Irv Gotti. Clock that scene. And I'm out. Bye.